AMC absolutely respecting our geometrical targets, and it is approaching a critical amount of support areas. Let's go ahead and touch down on the possibilities for the coming sessions. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with an AMC technicals and raw price action thread of analysis on this Thursday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community and Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's go ahead and dive right into the charts. Okay, you guys, so one more thing. Actually, I do want to express that there is still one seat left. I believe there's only one or two. No, probably just one seat left from the ARC Masters trading course. And the one that I actually offered just about 7 days ago, maybe now. It's pretty much almost already sold out with the exception of this one, right? So go ahead and refer to the link in the description below. Join the Discord and reach out to me via email, right? And or the Discord or Twitter DM, whatever you want, and we'll go ahead and get you situated and get you a seat in that ARC Masters trading course. We're going to review everything from the beginnings of trading all the way to advanced topics and mathematical application. All right, you guys, so now let's go ahead and now really dive into the AMC daily chart here. As you can see, we actually found a bounce from our previous area before we actually made that upside move, right? So very good stuff, but I still, however, even if we found this bounce here, which is very healthy, I still don't think this is the area that we're looking at, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and explain to you why, because remember, we were talking about yesterday breaking out of this smaller time frame, broadening descending wedge, right? So what happens is that usually when we break out of these wedges, sometimes we have to come back and validate the area of support, the newly converted resistance, this purple line, as a support before a continuation onto the upside, okay? It doesn't actually have to happen. It doesn't always have to happen, right? And very oftentimes we actually do get a pump to the upside, and then we come back and retrace, validate, and then continue on to the upside. Okay, so it's no problem. Things like that can happen all the time. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next chart and see what we have. Okay, so referring to the in reference to the immediate short-term time frame, hourly, I want to just express that this is showing that the bulls are starting to step in little by little. And what I mean by that is that this is the VWAP line. Okay, so this is the volume weighted average price tool that a lot of day traders and momentum traders alike use for trading intraday or just normal trading, right? Not investing and not swing trading. Maybe swing trading, but you never know, right? So in this case, we can actually see that the short-term traders are starting to knock at the door. Really knock at the door of this VWAP line on the hourly, right? And you can see that we're failing it right now, but it's showing that there's the interest of the bulls coming in. And I will show you why, okay? So in this next chart, this is the area that we've been touching on or looking at, okay? So this candle is from today, this 12-hour candle, okay? You can see the geometrics landing right at 591 from our 3.618 target, okay? So let's just go ahead and hover over this candle and look at the low on it, okay? So, 591, right? So go ahead and take a look at the L right up here, which is where you can see the value of the candle. Hover over it and take a look. 590. Okay, so it actually reached our golden mean of 3.618 at 591. Very nice, very nice. Okay, of course we actually got a bounce. That tends to happen. It's very normal for it to happen, to bounce like this and then come to test our geometrical target that we were already looking at, right? So we're facing the resistance from the 2.618 now, and very likely this can actually come back down and then test our next geometrical targets, which just so happen to line up with the support bottom of our ascending channel. Not only that, is that it also rhymes with the bottom of our broadening descending wedge. Okay, so there's a lot of correlation here. There's a lot of rhyming here. So we can't, I can't help but to just kind of point out that it is there, and it's suggesting a potential change in direction soon. Right, so let's go ahead and now take a look at the RSI. Okay, so the 30-minute immediate short-term time frame is still suggesting an upside. Remember, right now the after-hours trading is still happening, so this is likely gonna be affected by the short-term movement, right? But this is still suggesting an upside. All right, and now the the 4 hour is still suggesting a little bit of consolidation, slightly bearish. As we get closer to this gravitational zone of the bear weakness percentile, very likely we can actually continue on to the downside. But please notice Please notice here that on the 4-hour, we don't have this like type of we don't have this type of degree of slope, right? So you can see that the bear strength is diminishing little by little, and we can validate that with the 6-hour. See, it's very much weakening, right? It's starting the curve, as well as the 12-hour. Okay, so now what's giving us the bias of a continuation to the downside is actually the daily. All right, so the daily is suggesting a downside continuation, but please remember that as soon as we reach this zone here, which is the gravitational zone of the bear weakness percentile, this has the power to be able to pull us back up, just like it did right here, just like it did right here. Okay, so it's a very, very important area for us to consider. Okay, so now I want to actually look at the bi-daily and the 3-day. Okay, so it looks like between the bi-daily and the 3-day is where the play is essentially landing. Okay, so what I mean by that is that if you're focusing on the 3-day RSI, the signal is still suggesting downside, right? It's in the gravitational zone right now, suggesting a pull right back into this area here. So we would likely face the support from the 14-day simple, just like we did here, before a bounce to the upside. Okay, so it does look like it's facing that natural market ebb and flow, the flow of the movement, right? The price action. So this is essentially what I'm looking at. So based on the distance between the RSI signal and the 14-day simple, it actually gives a lot of relevance to this target down here. So I would say 560, the range of 568 to about 560. Okay, 559. Sorry, 559 to about 570, where that four spot 618 is. Okay, 570 to about 559. That it would be right around there. Okay, for us to face a pretty substantial bounce. Okay, and then we can evaluate where AMC can be going. Okay, please remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy or sell any assets whatsoever, okay? I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be just fine. But I mean, AMC is looking very healthy, you guys. I don't think there's an immediate danger for capitulation. At least nothing in statistics or the technicals are suggesting such a capitulation event. Anything can always happen in the markets, like always, guys. We have to protect ourselves, right? But I don't see it. In fact, I see a pretty powerful area for us to validate a support before a bounce to the upside. All right, you guys. So I think this is a pretty good place to leave off the video. Please remember to go ahead and refer to the links in the description below to visit me on Twitter, or join the ARCa Bulls trading community, and or reserve your last seat for the ARC Masters trading course, right, you guys? So with that said, I wish you well, a very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.